All right, a few things that I think some of you have started to see. Some of these that this popped up. Turns out Klaus Schwab's father was an SS member. So we have who's upset? Who's upset about the rise of populism, the rise of the right? Are guys who, one was a conscript to the Nazis, another who is trying to sort of take over the world through his economic organization and has a whole bunch of world leaders sort of at his beck and call, that he's more than willing to lock down any kind of objection to the prick and stuff like that. Justin Trudeau, of course. Justin Trudeau's been called just outright a dictator by other countries now. He's been dressed down as a dictator. Nobody in the world has fucking respect for the guy anymore. And who's his homie? The guy trying to take over the world with the Economic Forum, who's the son of a Nazi. The Ukrainians, this all goes back a generation to former Ukrainian Nazis that were recruited to start the Pentagon. And a bunch of them also settled in Canada. This is a major reason why you're seeing like this weird sort of arm of support in the Anglosphere for these people who are like outright Nazis. So former allied countries now have these like this weird funding of literally the people who that they beat, conquered, and then took into the country so as to like really beat the Russians. And then beyond this, so you've got Klaus Schwab the Nazi, you've got George Soros the Nazi, you've got the Ukrainian Nazis, and then you've got the people who are doing the stuff that you would expect like this, such as Pelosi trying to use the Capitol Police Department as its own sort of national police organization that would be allowed to have investigatory powers, but no oversight except to Nancy Pelosi, because she's Speaker of the House and runs that police department that only has jurisdiction over the Capitol. So this is, and they're trying to use the January 6th thing so as to justify this and come up with legal precedent so that they could just, that the Democratic Party could just say, you say things that are terrorism, so you can't run for office. And that everybody keeps, and that you're going to have to take vaccines. You're going to have to be a part of what were openly medical experiments, and that it was a medical experiment that was dangerous to the participants, and that now we actually have the data that says that from Pfizer's book itself. And so that's it. I just want to make sure I could put this together for everybody. The Ukrainian government in exile, those guys, Klaus Schwab and Daddy, George Soros, these characters are some characters. I mean, like, and they even, the best part about it too is they even dress in costumes. I mean, you guys got to admit, like, the Ukrainian Nazis are the nastiest Nazis that you've seen in a long time. I mean, and you have to be in some serious mosh pit kind of scenes. You got to be around a lot of people with tattoos to see some shit like that. Like, they don't, you motherfuckers like that aren't even in prison. I mean, like, these are some serious, these guys mean it. Holy shit. And yeah, but so I just thought I'd catch anybody up if they didn't think that Klaus Schwab had some connection to it as well. All right, later.